Hi Aries, this is your reading for Venus in retrograde. So Venus will be in retrograde through May 13th till June 25th, and it's going to be in the sign of Gemini. So for a lot of people, it's going to just be more of a month for expressing and especially showing people how you care, like how you care for them. It is kind of in because it's in retrograde, it will require people to really slow down and really introspect in their relationships. Problems could be arising and things like that. Um, but also, what's really happening for a lot of people is it's going to kind of force us to really evaluate what's the most, like, what's really important to us. Also, what I am getting for some of you guys is this is going to be a really good month for my Aries to just really express themselves. And most of the time, I always picture Aries as being very bold and very fiery and expressive. But it's like this month, Venus in retrograde, it's almost like it's going to soften you up more, make you a little bit more tender and more kind and loving towards your partners than even more than usual. Also, around this time, for anybody who is single, it's probably a good idea not to really date until the retrograde is over, because oftentimes we kind of get into that moment where we feel like it's the person that you meet could feel like they're your dream person until after the retrograde is over, because it's almost like it's an illusion. Normally, when people hook up in Venus in retrograde, their relationships normally do not last very long. So it's always a smart idea to just always kind of keep it keep it kind of low, just don't do any drastic changes, especially to your appearance or anything like that. If you have surgery coming up or anything that could alter your physical appearance, you might want to wait until Venus in retrograde is over if you can. Also, just be a little careful on your spending habits and things like that. Don't buy too many things like clothes and stuff at this time, because you might not really like the purchases or the choices that you make. Um, Also, just be more aware of a lot of people from the past, exes and things like that might be coming up as well, because now it's the time for everybody to really stop and intrograde into like what exactly was it that they've done and just things about that. Like, so people like will focus a lot on the past, focus a lot on um what parts they played and what parts other people have played in connections that they've been in. So yeah, this is a really good time to try and listen to your partner and for your partner to listen to you, and just try to learn to communicate and take things kind of slow this month. Just see how things work out. So as you can tell, Aries, I already went and pulled some cards for you guys. I wanted to really tap in and see what kind of energies we're dealing with for some of my Aries. So we got quite a bit of cards. We have mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationship reflect our wounds, and introspection. Then we have the Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Then we have Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. A lot of death. It feels like a lot of transitioning. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving, affection, falling in love. All right. So I'm actually picking up quite a bit for some of my Aries. So these are some of the things that I'm picking up for some of you guys. I picked up something that was kind of funny, so I'm going to do this one first. While I was pulling out the cards, I had a thought that came to my mind, like this person, like your partner, was acting weird, and so you kind of got worried, like, oh my gosh, they're going to break up with me, they're going to break up with me. Like, and you're just all like preparing for the worst, and then this person like proposes to you. And you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Never. It's something, I thought it was kind of funny, because for some of you guys that could be actually like what happened or what is happening, is like maybe you had that fear like, oh my gosh, this person's gonna break up with me, and then in the end it's like they were actually just proposing and that's why they were being so weird. Um and others of you, I am sensing that some of you guys could like could just have recently gotten engaged. And if so, it's almost like some of you guys are questioning and doubting your decisions when it comes to this person. And it's not necessarily because like you don't care about them, you clearly love them, but for some of you guys, you are kind of afraid like, oh, if I do marry this person, it is kind of like I am settling down. I really am like choosing, and you know what I mean? It's kind of that interesting feeling where you're almost afraid of having that sense of your freedom taken away, or you're worried like, what if this isn't the right person for me? It's like some of you guys are really second guessing yourselves with the decision that you've made when it comes to a commitment with an individual. For others of you guys, this could have been a past connection that you thought was over, done, never gonna happen again, and then this person comes back and surprises you. And I'm not even really sensing necessarily like an engagement ring, but like a gift or something to really express how they felt and show you affection and love. Because for some of you guys, you could have a past person coming back for that reason. Something that I was picking up for some of you guys though was you could be around a lot of people at this time who are wearing false masks, who aren't being real with you, and that could really cause some of you guys to be kind of mistrustful, especially when it comes to a certain person. I'm sensing for some of you guys that you had a fear that somebody that you were dealing with, maybe who is no longer in your life, you're afraid of what they may or may not do. For some of you guys, you could be getting engaged with a new person and somebody from the past hears about it and then they try to come forward and try to mingle and mess with that. But that's only for like a small percentage of you guys. But I am just kind of sensing that like the energy isn't that heavy or that bad, but it almost feels like for some of you guys, you both are kind of mirroring your insecurities with one another. I am sensing for a lot of you guys, obviously we have the Hermit and then the Ten of Wands, just kind of introspecting. For some of you guys, because I am sensing obviously you two are mirroring each other. Whoever you're dealing with, you guys are mirroring each other's wounds, and it's causing a lot of you guys to really like reflect upon like, do I really want to be with this person, or do I really want to be a part of this situation? And it almost seems like for some of you guys, you're kind of afraid to truly be yourselves, to truly like let go of these burdens that you've been carrying all of your life. Some of them are like past relationships, childhood, friends and family, like even just like how you view yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth, things like this. It's like this person that you're with is mirroring to you all of your insecurities that you are feeling. But what I'm sensing is because it's Venus in retrograde, some of you guys might have been arguing a lot with your partners as of late, and now this Venus in retrograde is going to kind of slow it down so that you guys can try and work things out a little bit more smoothly. What I was getting with this Grim Reaper card, though, is I wasn't getting so much of a negative vibe from it, as much as, for some of you guys, this could just been, like I said, an ex coming back, and you're like, no, that was too toxic, I'm not dealing with that. For others of you guys, I am sensing that you're just closing out cycles and closing out pain that you have been experiencing in previous connections and in other situations, that is, you're now closing to an end. Because we have here the Eight of Swords and we have the Queen of Cups. You felt very trapped with kind of your own emotions, your own thoughts about your past or how you view yourself, but I'm sensing those thoughts caused very much negative, a very negative impact on how you view yourself and your self-esteem. Because some of you guys might be getting married, but like you question yourselves, you question everything about who you are. Or even if none of you guys are getting married, because for some of you guys this has nothing to do with marriage or engagement at all, but what's happening is you're trying just to come into union with yourself. You're just trying to give yourself that love, give yourself that attention that you truly need and desire. Because I'm sensing for some of you guys are single, and the ones that are single and stuff like that, I'm sensing that you guys are just trying to dig deep and really figure out who you are, who you want to be with, what you expect your life to be in so many years. It's like this time it's really taking you guys that time to really just reevaluate yourself. So we also have here the Hanged Man, Strength, the Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Star card, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So this has really caused some of you guys to really have to, like, I'm sensing for some of my Aries, you guys have been feeling very confused. You guys don't really know what direction to go in life. And again, for some of you guys, I feel like you're really second guessing yourselves, especially when it comes to your own commitments or just the people that it's almost like for a lot of my singles, it's like you guys are looking back and you're like, wow, I dated this many people and they all have the same characteristics, or they're all kind of the same type of person. And you're like really reevaluating like your type, like the type of people that you attract, the type of people that you gain. Some of you guys, you've been dealing with like, I guess, like assholes or jerks, and you're kind of realizing like, oh, I don't really want to be in that anymore. I want to like grow and expand from that. But it's kind of interesting as it feels like you don't really know how to take that forward, because for some of you guys, you might be trying to work out something with a partner, and because of that, it's like you're trying to put in the work, but this person's not really putting in that much work and effort. It's almost like you could be dealing with an individual that doesn't really want to heal or doesn't really want to introspect on themselves. For some of you guys, you could have been engaged to a person and be like, hey, I know that you have like a lot of mom or dad issues, and you express to yourself like how you feel like, this person not emotionally opening up to you is impacting you in this relationship, and then this person kind of doesn't want to cooperate. They're like, no. And they could say things that could cause further conflict in the relationship, which is why some of you guys, I think, like, although you see and love this person, some of you guys, you're like, this might not be the best route for me because of how this person responds. Like, if I can't even communicate with this person, even on simple little things that I wanted them to do, and they just throw that back in my face, or they just throw a fit, is it really worth keeping a person like that in my life? And that's what I'm feeling for some of you guys. I'm also kind of sensing for some of you guys as well, is that there's just a lot of emotional and a mental combativeness in your own mind. It's like you are fighting yourself every step of the way. It's almost like for some of you guys, you're having a really hard time even basically experiencing what it was that you kind of want. You don't really know what it is that you want. And that's leaving a lot of conflict within you guys. I'm just sensing for some of you guys, you're gonna show your love and affection towards friends, family, and your intimate partners. Because I have been feeling like some of you, I'm sensing like that softer side of you guys, but I'm also feeling for some of you guys just like, even if this is just looking back at a past relationship and seeing all that hurt and now healing it, but now you're with a better partner. For some of you guys, that could be the case, because I'm picking up a lot of Aries. But for some of you guys, this was a past person, and it's like you're reevaluating that relationship, but now you're in the present and you're like, well, my life is a lot better. I'm glad I worked through that and healed through a lot of it. Like, for some of you guys, it's like comparing your future to your past and realizing that your past was darker, and yes, it taught you a lot, but you kind of overcome it, and now your future was a lot brighter and a lot happier. We have here Judgment, the Emperor, King of Pentacles, and the Moon card. Yeah, for some of you guys, you felt like, in a way, it's interesting. It almost feels like you guys got your justice in a way, because it's almost like now you can see both sides of the situation. You could be dealing with a Libra. You don't have to be, but I was just feeling that a little bit. Like, for some of you guys were kind of sensing like, yeah, I felt wronged in a specific situation, but now it's like you feel like you're in a better position. You feel like you are very stable. You and your partner is extremely stable now. And for some of you guys, it's like all of that confusion that you've had in the past and all the confusion that you've had in the relationship is almost like it's coming to light. It's almost like you're starting to really see what was truly missing in your life, and it's almost like you found it within yourself. Because I am sensing for some of my Aries, you guys have dig deep and really found parts of yourself that you thought you've lost, or parts of yourself that you thought didn't even know was ever there. Because I am feeling for a lot of you guys feel like, I'm just sensing that you guys are in a good place, but there are certain things in the past, or there are certain things even in the present that could be affecting some of you guys. But I'm feeling for a lot of you guys it was the past, and you've kept yourself stuck with it. And I think that that's the remaining little bits that you're healing, and it's coming up in this new relationship that you're in. So the relationship that you're in now, it's almost like you're starting to see like little things about the past, and for some of you guys you're now like healing and working through it, but it's causing it's causing some time to really have to heal and to really have to go within. So we also have here the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Devil, the Two of Wands, the Fool. Okay, so this is another thing I'm really picking up. So I'm picking up so many Aries right now. Normally I'm only picking up, I could pick up, oh, you're half and half, but like with these, it's like, it seems like there's so many different Aries and I'm picking up on. But I am sensing for some of you guys, you were in a relationship with the person, you were engaged, and before you got married, or even after you got married, I'm sensing that what happened was you were moving forward, you really loved and cared for this person, but then it's almost like you kind of realized that this person wasn't really right for you. This person wasn't really giving to you. It's almost like you kind of realize that this relationship doesn't, it's like this relationship was built on faulty ground. This person was wearing a mask, and because of that, it really impacted you. And for some of you guys, you could have canceled the engagement, canceled the wedding, and been like, no, I'm not gonna take this. I'm not gonna go with this person. It's like you are now reevaluating, because I'm sensing that you could be dealing with a person who was toxic, or a person who really was manipulative, and because of that, you're not wanting to take that chance with this person. It almost feels like for some of you guys, you could have been dealing with a person who would mirror to you all of your problems and you them, and then this person would take it out on you because this person felt threatened, because they felt defensive, and because of that, um it kind of caused the demise of this relationship. And it almost seemed like this individual could have really blamed a lot of things on you, and because of that, for some of you guys, you're now really seeing who this person really was the whole time, and now you're like ready to move past this. And I'm kind of feeling this scenario a little more than I did any of the others. It's kind of like you were engaged, realized that this person wasn't for you, and canceled it, or divorced this person relatively after. You know, like it could have been like a year of marriage and then divorce, something like that. But it's like this person really, to a lot of people and to you, it's almost like this person really appeared stable, really appeared like they had it all together. And I'm sensing for a lot of you guys, that's kind of what I was feeling, a lot of that so justice. Then you have the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. I'm hoping you guys can see this. I have to figure out my settings. I just don't have the best equipment right now. All right. Okay. So what I was getting for a lot of you guys too is like, okay, for the group of you that this kind of resonates with, to where you're with a person that you could have broken off a relationship, it might not even be like an engagement, it could have just been a very serious relationship. You guys could have just been living together, like it could have been leading to marriage, right? But either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm just sensing that this person could have been like, it's almost like you saw their true colors before it was too late. It's kind of what it felt like. Like you finally saw all the red flags, and it's like you bypassed everything, and then towards the end you were like, wait a minute, no, this isn't good. And because of that, it caused you guys to take matters into your own hands. And I'm getting like this sense that you thought that you could have a happy home life with this person, but then like living with this person, you realized no, living with that person was a bad decision. It was a bad mistake. But like whatever it was, it almost feels like you dodged a bullet, and it made you feel like I'm just sensing a sense of relief, like wanting to sigh and just like laugh and cry, kind of. It feels like it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like that moment where it hurts, but at the same time, you're so grateful that you caught it when you did, or you're so grateful that you're no longer going through it. It's like that kind of energy. But I'm feeling like you guys are you had to take that time to pick yourselves back up and to nurture yourselves. But walking away wasn't an easy task, it feels like. It felt like it was a kind of a hard decision to make. But you knew that you deserved better, because I felt like this person really wasn't giving to you the way that you really wanted. You knew that this person wasn't going to make good on their promises. And because of that, Aries, you picked yourself back up and you showed your own worth to this person, whether it was graceful or not. Because I'm sensing for some of you guys, this could have been like, you could have been like fumbling on your words, not really knowing what to say, you know, because for some of you guys, this could have been a really harsh person that you're dealing with. I'm just kind of sensing that it took a lot of courage and a lot of guts to do it. Even though you felt like you didn't have that courage to do it, you still went and did it anyway. And because of that, you came out on top. You came out the one, in the end, you're the one that really kind of got your justice, whether you realized it or not. Because for some of you guys are still waiting on that justice. But what was really happening for you was you leaving this person not only was the best decision of your life, but it also really taught you what you deserved, and that way you don't put yourself back into a situation where you feel like you have to rely on people. Because I'm just sensing that this person really put a false mask on. This person hid their feelings. They hid their true, like, I'm kind of getting like this person had an agenda and they could have hid it from you. For some of you guys, and I'm sensing this, but this is only for a super small select few, okay? Like, this is probably like only one person or a couple of people. But you could have been like, met a person, liked this person, and then this person like proposed to you pretty quick. And then you're like, okay, you know, like you liked this person a lot. And then you found out that this person was just trying to marry you for like a green card or something like that, where it felt like this person had a hidden agenda to what they were trying to do. And it's like you caught this person, and this person could have been kind of gaslighting you, could have been like making you feel like you were crazy. But you guys have gotten yourselves out of the situation. It feels like you kind of have. It feels like you were trying to. Because I think for some of you guys, this person could have like put on a facade that they really loved you and really cared for you, but like deep down inside, this person was extremely closed off to even their own feelings. Like, they don't even love themselves, so how can this person love you? It's like that. But yeah, let's see what Aries is going through in May 13th to June 25th. Pull some more cards here for you guys. But I'm kind of sensing that you guys were the ones that walked away. And even if you didn't walk away, it's like you're still kind of now seeing who this person really was. But I think that it left you feeling kind of beaten, battered, and bruised. It made you kind of feel as though you were just taken advantage of. Like, you saw this person one way, but they were really another. And because of that, you felt cheated. You felt kind of played out to be a fool. And for you, that not only did that really upset you, but that also made you say, okay, that's it. It's almost like this person just really just really used you. Because I'm getting that this person really wasn't giving to you equally. I mean, here we have it twice. This person just really was a very one-sided connection. This person expected you to essentially, and I am kind of, this is interesting, I am also picking this up. For some of you guys, it's like this person expected you to like worship the ground they walked on. Like this person expected, what they were expecting of you was way unrealistic. And it was like this person had a very big ego. It's like this person really liked to, it's like they had to feel like they had to feel like they had the last word, or that they were in control. Like this person could have been a control freak. I am sensing for some of you guys, this person could have really for some of you guys, this person could always have consistently said this to you, like, oh, what would you do without me? You couldn't do this without me, or that without me. It's like this person like always tried to make it seem like they were the best thing in your life, but it's like you caught them red-handed in a way. It's like you realized what game this person was playing. And for some of you guys, you could have been around friends or family that could have kept warning you about this person. Like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this guy or this girl. They seem a little weird to me, you know? It's like people around you were telling you. And for some of you guys, you didn't want to listen for a while up until you really started to listen to yourself. And I think that's what's happening, is just this Venus in retrograde slowing it down to where you're now catching up to what everyone else already saw. And you're realizing that there really was no work, there really was no effort, there really was no teamwork with this person. And for some of you guys, this person could have really tried to put other people against you. And some of you guys, that could have been the case where it really did ended up like that, where you could have been around friends, like mutual friends, and then they could have just given you hell for how you treated this person. Because what I'm sensing here was that this person came off like I'm sensing, because this person was wearing a mask, and I'm really feeling that they were wearing a mask, that this person could have pretended to be the best partner ever in front of everyone else, but behind closed doors, this person could have been really, really harsh, really mean, really just, this person had a lot of problems, let's just put it like that. And you walking away, in the end, you actually were the one that felt like you almost patting yourself on the back, like you were proud of yourself for leaving the situation, because I think for some of you guys that was kind of hard for you to do. And I think it was because, again, you knew that this person wouldn't make good on their promises. You knew that this person really wasn't going to be truthful and honest with you. This person really wasn't going to give you exactly what it was that you wanted. So you left the situation. You decided, and this is what I'm feeling, because you have the Fool here. It's like this person wanted to marry you or wanted to offer you something, and you're like, no, I'm going to go find something else for myself. Thank you very much. And that's kind of what it felt like. For some of you guys, you were like, no, I already see how this is going. And for a lot of you guys, you left the situation. Or you could be the one that have been abandoned. But even if you were the one, for instance, say that this toxic person left you first, this could still resonate with this person probably putting you down, making you look bad in front of others, while you were just trying to pick up the pieces and move forward. But either way, you walked out victorious, because it almost feels like this person is trapped in their own hell that they created for themselves. And the people that are around them that could be supporting them, they might not be around them forever, because eventually even they will be the one that gets hurt by this person. Like, this person just hurts people. But I'm sensing for some of you guys, is you once felt very left out, but now you're feeling like you're finding that self, you're finding yourself again. And while doing that, it's like it's bringing up all of that pain, all of that hurt, but you are finding your joy again. You're finding yourself through that pain. But it's like, for some of you guys, you're having a hard time really just nurturing yourself, really finding your own footing in life. It's like, because the way you viewed this person, it's like you saw it where you could have emotional fulfillment. You felt like you could have actually created something amazing with your life, and now you feel like you have to reevaluate your life. For some of you guys, this was you could have wasted years on this connection, and now you feeling like you have to start from scratch again, and that's kind of it's hard for you to deal with, because I am sensing for a lot of you guys, your emotions are kind of running high for some of you. And it's like underneath the surface, like nobody else sees it. And for some of you guys, even you might not really even notice it, because it feels like what was happening for you guys was you guys were dealing with a relationship that was obviously like wearing a mask but was in illusionment, and now it's almost like this Venus in retrograde is like, oh hey, so you remember this person you think was so great and so loving and you wanted to spend your whole life with, and this person you thought would bring you like would actually be loyal to you and be more committed to you. Yeah. And the person that you thought, because for some of you guys, you could have thought that this person was your soulmate. You guys could have thought that this person was for you. But it's almost like now the universe is like, hey, so we're going to pull that veil from out and under you. So now you're going to really see it in a more clear, better way. The sun's coming up now, and it's going to illuminate all of that you thought you wanted in life, that you thought what you thought that what you thought you wanted, what you thought you valued, is not what you really want. And it all requires you to look inwards and to acknowledge your emotions. And once you acknowledge your emotions, you will start to find that piece of you that will find that emotional fulfillment, you know, that will find that part of you that will actually make you happy. Because I am sensing for a lot of you guys that like you are now realizing that this person you were with was not the one for you, was not perfect for you. Because I am feeling like this person wasn't being honest. This person could have been cutthroat with their words. This person could have just really put you down. When you were down, this person beat you down further. Is what it feels like. Like this person really was not being authentic and honest with you. But it's, again, it's like that is your justice in the way. It's like you were the one that became stronger in the situation. This person, whoever was the one that was controlling wearing the mask, it's like that person was weak, and now you and it's like that person stays that way. This person stays in misery. This person stays in the same perpetual cycle. But you, I feel like for a lot of my Aries, you guys are the ones that like pulled yourself out, said, no, I'm done now. I'm not dealing with this. You spoke your truth. You spoke what you wanted to say to this person, and then you left the situation. You became independent on your own. You found your own sense of stability and your own growth, and it wasn't easy, but you realized what this person had to offer you wasn't real. It was an illusion. That pentacle never existed. And that's kind of what it felt like for some of you guys. Was normally in Venus in retrograde, people have illusions when it comes to relationships, but it feels almost like this did the opposite, because it almost felt like you were in the illusion, and now that Venus is in retrograde, it's like I just feel like it's putting that break on you, and now you're like, oh, now I can see it. Now I'm more in, you know, now I kind of see what this person was playing. And because now you can kind of see it, it's easier for you to kind of let go of the situation. Because I think what was happening is you guys had too many options happening, too many things going on at once. And for a lot of you guys, it was like, yep, I made my final decision. I'm not putting in that work anymore. I'm done with this connection. And for a lot of you guys, because of that, you don't want to give this person a second chance. You don't really want to work on this connection. You feel like this connection is dead and over with. And that's kind of what I'm sensing for a lot of my Aries. So yeah, basically you guys are figuring out that this person was wearing a mask, that this person wasn't being real and authentic, and this could have even been a past relationship that you are just now reevaluating and healing through. But either way, I'm sensing that whatever happened, sorry Aries, so the last little bit cut off there, but basically it was me just saying that you're now really coming to that realization that this person was wearing a false mask, and it almost seems like now you're able to heal and work past it, whether this was a past relationship or just a previous connection that you experienced. So that's really all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.